Hi. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about Vedic astrology, which is also called Jyothish. Jyothish, and I'm not really qualified to talk about this, but I'm someone who is deeply interested in Jyothish and what it could possibly offer. And I've also got a few readings done, astrology readings done, and I have a little bit of understanding. So I'm going to put that disclaimer out there right now. So, the Jyotish, or what is commonly called as Vedic astrology, which is said to have originated in India around the Vedic period. It's a school of astrology which uh, there are many people who believe in it, believe in its possibilities, believe in its potential, believe in its ability to forecast, predict, even interpret life, potentiality, meaning, patterning, tendencies, all of that. So that's all I want to say about Jyotish. There's a lot more about it online and many other sources, but what I want to talk about is my personal take on it. So I have gotten a couple of astrology readings, Vedic astrology, Jyotish readings from an astrologer here in the United States, and the readings were very, very informative. More than that, they were very illuminating. What these readings did for me, and the typical format of the readings was, you provide your birth details, and the astrologer would kind of create a chart for you which talks about the various planets and what they possibly represent, um, and what they could signify in your life, the past, present, going forward, all of that. And then there are a couple of questions. These might be questions about what to expect in the future. They might be questions linked with certain issues you're dealing with, internal issues, relationships, anything. So that's the kind of format I had for my readings. So I got my first reading done in 2013, and it was a very detailed, exhaustive, elaborate reading. And I kind of heard it. It was in an audio format, audio file format. So I heard it for a few years. And it really helped me understand what Jyotish could be used for, what could be a really good use for this body of knowledge. Then I got another reading in 2016 where I had a different set of questions, a different set of queries. And again, using the answers that I got from this astrologer, she's an amazing, amazing astrologer. I was able to understand my life, my patterns, my tendencies so much more. And now it's almost 7 years since I got that first reading. And what I think about Jyotish now is that, uh, it is a mirror science. And this is my term. I don't think I have heard anybody else use this term. And what I mean by mirror science is, or mirror system, is that if you are not fully able to access your own interior landscape, if you are not able to really grasp the extent of your own patterning, tendencies, and the typical dynamics that you fall into, whether favorable, unfavorable, healthy, unhealthy, all of that, if you don't have a way to grasp that specific individual programming, then Jyotish can help you. Jyotish can indicate these are your typical patterns. And you will find this happens with, relationships, job situations, whatever. The way we interact in the world, Jyotish could potentially show you these are the typical ways. And now you know this about yourself, you can choose to do or not to do whatever you want about them. But if you are a reasonably intuitive person, you have a practice of contemplation, observation about yourself, and you have done it for a while, you may not need that indicator science. You may not need that assistance from Jyotish or any other body of knowledge that purports to tell you about yourself because you are not fully able to access your own truth. Which is also why when people say a planet causes this and planet causes that in your life, I think that's an incorrect statement. A planet doesn't cause anything in anyone's life. Saturn, Mars, no matter where they are placed or how favorable, unfavorable they don't cause anything in our lives. Our lives are already set into motion because of our own wishes and desires and the possibilities and the potential latent and continuous and future, all of that. planets and their position and their movement, all of that could be indicative of that. And if we are not able to access our own truth, the planetary system of Jyothish can help us, can point us to that. But they are in no way causing any of the upheavals or the turmoil in our life. And this is exactly why understanding this Jyotish can be very useful, because when you're not fully able to see your own patterning, a particular planetary tendency or a movement can expand that a little bit for you. So it's a good way to assist your own process of self inquiry, and it has been very helpful for me in this regard. Understanding just from a point of view how a particular planet is placed in a certain way in my chart has helped me understand my typical tendencies and how some of them have gone away over the years. And it's very fascinating. If you understand it for what it is very fascinating. So if you're curious about Jyotish, you can absolutely go ahead, get a reading from a good astrologer, and I would say look at it as an interpretive framework, not as a predictive framework of your life or the future, any of that. So, thank you.